Let's hit it.
And here we are in the bottom right. In the blue, representing Archangel Gaming, it's SortOf. And in the well, never mind. Sorry. Hi, Ash. Would you like to introduce our other player?
Yeah, how dare you? Ooh, woo, how dare you? In the upper left-hand corner, in the red, we've got uThermal, our turn player.
Sorry, I was, on autopilot and I was reading chat because I couldn't read. I think it's one of your fast macro. Okay, like that's what that is. Someone was spamming your fast macro emote. I'm like, I can't read what that is in my chat thing. Oh,
And just, they kept accusing me of cheesing, and I said it's not cheese; it's just fast macro.
Exactly. By the way, just so you're aware, our hugs have been refilled, but someone has to go. So consider your hugs refilled, Ash. And in days like these where we can't get hugs from a real person, I'll take it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I will take Ilaros's hugs. I love virtual hugs.
I like real hugs too, but again, see, I'm a PhD student, and we're not supposed to have feelings. Especially as an engineering PhD student, yeah, feelings, no.
Oh, no. No, you are. I mean, it's better if you don't, but mostly as a PhD student, you're supposed to have rampant depression.
Yeah. Okay, I guess that's fair. I think our feelings are more tears than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, sadness.
Oh, no. Looks like this is only being covered in English now. The French caster has left the game.
And we will make up for it by using French accent the rest of the game.
C'est the rest of the game. Oui, oui. Oh. Oui, oui, baguette omelette du fromage. And if someone here is actually French, I apologize. We probably have just we've offended an entire country.
No. Don't apologize. Now you sound French Canadian, right?
That's a nice little position here from the Reaper. It's going to be able to shoot at the high ground, shoot all the transferring drones, and SortOf is not really sure what to do with it. But now the Queen's here. Oh, we got a drone now. Really nice micro there from uThermal. Oh, God.
You're going to have to say it every time.
No, it's uThermal, but someone... Beowulf.
Yeah, Beowulf. Beowulf.
Oh, God.
It's a thing. It's going to be a thing.
What have you done? What have you done to my serious StarCraft channel? I'm sitting here to talk about the intricacies of, what the builds and everything that's happening and the brilliance of the player. Is you're like, haha, Beowulf. I'm like, what have you done?
we have completely ruined all of your actual credibility as a caster now.
That being said, though, SortOf going for a rather interesting third base here. This is something we've seen Zergs, especially European Zergs, doing more and more often, where they take the more exposed, the more aggressive third base here on this map because it's more exposed. But more importantly, it's because they can push creep out, and it's easier to get on top of these rocks. It's kind of what it's similar to how we saw Zerg players deal with Nightshade, and was it Simulacrum, or was the other map that looked like Simulacrum, that kind of similar color pattern to Simulacrum, that had the rich Vespene gas for a fourth.
Oh yeah. I remember. Couldn't tell you the name of it right offhand now, but yeah, absolutely right. We saw this base being the preferred base being taken, especially by Zerg players in ZVT during Asus ROG that just happened as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, spreading that creep, getting it there, and it leaves that third base pretty easy to go ahead and take.
Well, the fourth base by then, but yeah. Yeah, the big thing is you can get creep past these rocks, so you get vision behind the rocks, so you don't get that tank sieged up really right in there without really dealing with too much. Also, of course, you're only defending one spot, so you can start killing these rocks faster. But now, uThermal, he's moving in from the left-hand side. He's like, I'm going to be a little bit sneaky, but this is really... Where the Queen? Okay, the Queen's just moved. I was like, man, are there a lot more Queens than I thought there were? But no.
The Queen's moved over. He was able to catch the vision of it with his Overlord there moving through, so he knew the Hellions were on the warpath. But we have a Liberator sieged up. Spore finishes just in time, so it doesn't get anything done there on the natural.
Absolutely. Now, I mean, the Hellions, we're once again seeing the impact of that one balance change, the most recent one where creep tumors are now light units, and it's annoying. So this nice, robust, right, well-developed creep spread on the left-hand side of the map that Youth sort of has worked so hard to establish. Well, it's just not really there nearly as much anymore, and the Queens really need to make use of this creep before it spreads away. Oh no, what have you done?
Oh, I know.
Now you've ruined people.
Hear it. Oh, and the Liberator, a
is...
second Liberator comes in. Lots of Liberator harass happening right now. Spores are just wiggling their way around, trying to box him out. Oh no, in the main.
Oh,
there
fine.
we go. Thank goodness that that Liberator gets taken out. The drones are safe, but no mining happening here yet until this Lib gets taken down.
Tell me, Ash, do you feel safe? Do you feel free? Oh. Oh. Okay, so now this is pretty cool. So okay, yeah, uThermal. We've paying so much attention to everything else. No, uThermal's going mech in this game, but it's drilling claw. It's Widowmine drilling claw drop mech.
I don't know that player that you were talking about.
Yeah,
I think the correct pronunciation is uThermal. I think that's what you meant.
I hate you. Why did I allow? Why did I ask? Why did I invite you?
You absolutely did this to yourself.
It was a mistake. In the words of Day 9, we make you a mistakey. And that is absolutely the case. As uThermal, he's never really it's gonna be difficult for him to expand on this left-hand side, especially, I mean, look, Lair, it's 7 minutes, Lair's not done, 1-1, melee, 1-1 melee is on the way. We not only just now have a Roach Warren coming, but, yeah. Oh, now there's a, wow, I can't talk, but Widowmines are gonna get 11 workers go down. And you know what?
Not too shabby.
This does not
more
feel good.
Zerglings going down as well. All right, he's gonna have to move a Spore here to get this Widowmine, give him a little vision on the high ground. The ones in the main are gonna get cleaned up, but in comes another Medivac from the top right, going against that third, drops them in. They've burrowed. Oh, and 12 more drones going down.
Oh no, and this one now this one will be found on the high ground. But and the last one will not burrow in time. But yeah, this is, as a Zerg player, this is granted, you know, I'm nowhere near as good as SortOf. I don't play players as good as uThermal, but this build that we first started seeing Cure do actually a couple months ago when he was playing in the King of Battles, in the qualifiers at the very least, it feels so strong. It is so hard to deal with, and this is one of those things, right? So when you're playing against a mech player, right? And now we have a Hellbat drop in the main base with 2 Hellbats. They're gonna go waddling in, but with nothing here. I mean, that's absolutely a valid thing.
And at the same time, Hellion run by at the top, taking out 4 or 5 more. Oh, transferring into Hellbats, taking out 5 more drones at the top. But there are 7 queens there to fight them. So.
Well, you know, the queens, they need to transfuse, so 1 queen will go down, and that is absolutely a positive trade for our Hellion run by 5 workers, a queen, and a bunch of energy actually used. All these are pretty useful trades that we saw here. And again, SortOf, I mean, the whole point when you're playing against a mech player, you want to get your economy up fast, you want to get to your 4 or 5 bases fast, so you can do whatever you want. And even if your economy is only going to go up to like 66 workers because you want to go swarm hosts, and actually I think SortOf has overdroned a little here, you want to be able to get that faster. It is 9 minutes into this game. uThermal is already at 150 supply. When you go the swarm host style, you're trying to keep your opponent from below. You're trying to keep your opponent to below 150 supply. That you're just constantly traded with roaches, with swarm hosts. That's how it goes. That's not where we are here. Now these roaches will be actually. You know what? There are enough Hellbats here that these roaches will not win this fight.
And speaking of Hellbats, we've got 2 more dropped into the main right now, going through. Oh, get distracted by the queen. There are so many red hit point drones right there. If they just turn around, they could take out about 10 drones. But they chase the queen, and they're going to get cleaned up there by the locusts. Oh,
tell me, Ash,
many drones.
You saw the upgrade on these Hellbats, right?
Oh, yeah.
Are they blue woo flame Hellbats?
See? Are you leaning into this? You're leaning in.
I might as well, because there's no coming back here.
Blue woo flame.
Yeah, this is not going to be a solid trade. There are too many tanks. There are too many Hellions. There are too many Hellbats. So these Swarm hosts will never really get a whole lot done. Actually, I would like to see a siege up on top of these on top of the Swarm hosts with the Liberators, because you can do that. But even then, everything's gonna get jumped on top of, and I mean they're gonna get there. But there are Thors, there are Hellbats. You're not gonna see much of a positive trade. uThermal sitting here at 180 supply. He functionally maxed. I mean, he's gonna be maxed in another 30 seconds. And he's sitting here taking 2 bases. He is in such a good position. And now, well, the army is going to try to get on top of things. But actually, this is probably the best possible fight that SortOf is going to be able to take. But look just how fast those the Locusts die. I mean, yes, that was a good position. He had the flank. The army did not feel all that big. But, well, look at where we stand. Granted, look at this creep spread from SortOf.
I mean, and that's where you take that expansion there at the third base. It really helps push that creep there right around through the middle. And now uThermal is on the move.
Oh god. Okay, so now the Swarm hosts, they're on the right hand side. The goal, well, SortOf is really leaning hard into doing what he can to try to take this 4th base out. But uThermal's been really smart here. Notice that this is an orbital. It's not a planetary. It can just lift up when the Locusts land. As now, well, there are Liberators, there are Vikings, there are a bunch of stuff. Hellbats are here, and there's just no trades happening. I mean, what, like a little bit of tank damage? Yeah, that's worthwhile over the course of eons, maybe, but not in the course of Romanticide. When the mech army gets over to, oh yes, the Queens are going to go down.
Yeah, they're down. Queens are gone. And here comes the Swarm hosts. They could go right into them. There's no Locusts, no babies ready yet.
Oh, that is all. The Queens are finally going to go down here. Now we're going to see some siege ups, and the Swarm hosts, they are herded away from where they want to be. And now, of course, Locust's going to get on top of these Hellbats. Does not even matter. These are blue flame Hellbats, and they will shred everything. But now the Roaches getting on top of things. Maybe this is SortOf's opportunity to trade somewhat decently, but actually, no, the Swarm hosts. This is the scary thing. The Swarm hosts have been forced out, and the whole point when you go the Swarm host style is you don't want to lose your Swarm hosts. But they have been boxed in. Vikings on the left, Thors on the right, tanks from behind, and they're boxed into a corner. There is nowhere they can go. They don't know where to do, and they will all roast. Roasty toasty. Swarm hosts becoming ghosty.
At least they died together.
Yeah, but now Banelings, they're going to try to roll in, and uThermal is on creep. So the Banelings will be able to get a little bit of a connection, but again, look at the supply here, 116 to 68, and the supply is better. The upgrades, they're just about the same, but the
nice
army is better.
There.
Yeah, nice biles. Yeah. You're right.
Compliment the biles. Yeah, very nice biles in a moment where it doesn't seem to matter too much, regardless of if they hit or not, but they were very well done biles.
You know, actually, granted, SortOf has lost too much, and he's still not in a great position in this game. But supplies are equalizing. Zerglings and Locusts are able to get on top of the tanks, and SortOf did beat that back, but he lost a base. And now
lost a base, yeah, down way in workers. So many workers behind.
Yeah, he's sitting here, uThermal sitting here on 5 bases, 3 command centers being built at a time. He's gonna max out pretty quickly behind this. I mean, yes, it's not perfect. We have mech build slow, but he's gonna max out before SortOf is, because SortOf just does not have the money. As we're sitting here, uThermal plus 1,400 resources, all that jazz. And yeah, SortOf, he's just rebuilding this Swarm host composition that he's looking for. Your viewers are out of control, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's Crunk. Crunk and Sam. Crunk is my stream partner, so that's the other half of Cockeyed Gaming there.
Okay. Regardless, the Swarm hosts, they will be scanned. They will be sad. They're like, release the Locusts. It's gonna be okay. But well, actually, Liberators do a decent amount of splash. I think, what is it? You probably need 2 more Liberators to shoot these all from the sky. But really gonna see nothing here. Nothing doing.
Yeah.
So now we have a run by on the left-hand side, a drive-by, a drive-by flaming, drive-by barbecue. There we go. At the risk of getting in trouble with people. There we go. It's moving on into this erstwhile 3rd base. Now a 4th base, and well, the Hellbats are here. They are here to party, and they brought the party lights.
Darn right they did. They got their glow sticks out. Oh, but they stayed at the party a little bit too long. Just a little too long.
You say that. However, well, it has provided such an opportunity for uThermal to push in on the right-hand side once again, And now we have a lot more Liberators, which means, well, a lot of these Locusts, they're not going to be able to stay in the sky. And yes, the Roaches, the Ravagers, they're going to try to get on top of things, but now we have the Liberators. They're going to siege up on top of everything, and uThermal, he's down in army supply. But, you know, it's Roach Ravager,
Those
so.
corrosive biles just came and took out more than a few tanks. So while he's busy with those Locusts, the Ravagers being able to come in and really snipe down these tanks.
Can we talk about this Venn diagram of pain that these Liberators have? They have once again boxed these Swarm hosts, and there's just nowhere to go, as they're just, oh no. Oh no.
Oh, it's the gauntlet. Who's gonna make it? And GG is called by SortOf. Game 1 going to uThermal.
uThermal in my serious StarCraft cast, absolutely. Because uThermal, wow, he ran away with it, really. Game number 1, he hit the tech timing. He hit that tech timing. Said, you know what? I'm going to kill you. And honestly, the game was over from the minute that SortOf lost about 30 drones to the Widowmine drops. And from there, it was just a slow bleed out. Your stream partner says, hey, Ash, is it official? What is official?
I have no idea.
Lightshade. Game number 2. Are you officially a caster now? Well,
we're casting, aren't we? We've got jerseys, don't we?
Well, they don't see you yet. I don't have I haven't had time to set the scene over to put you in there.
It's actually for the best because I was eating pizza through part of it.
That is okay. You know what? I had pizza for like the first time in several months over Thanksgiving. And you know what? Maybe it was just the place we got it from. But it was kind of underwhelming.
Oh, well, that's sad.
And it wasn't I must know I'm writing in the press article. And it was from like a local place, but you know, I come from Phoenix actually has some pretty good pizzerias. It's not New York style, but it's pretty good pizzerias. And I was up in Maine, and you know, not exactly a similar quality. Now, if anyone's from Maine, they're probably going to be offended, but you know, it's okay.
It's all right. I lived in New Mexico for a long time. You're not going to find good pizza there either. Some places just don't have it.
Green chili pizza. It's not bad.
Oh, you stop it. Oh, goodness.
But here we go. You know, when we're talking about green chili, we're talking about things that are spicy. And we may see something spicy here from our player in the blue. Give it up for SortOf.
Bottom right-hand corner, our red player. Let's hear it for uThermal.
And discerning viewers may notice the fact that uThermal did not have the Team Liquid logo next to his name. That is simply because I could not find a Team Liquid logo in time. I could not find one good enough. Oh man, Dave Testa. It's not Chuck Testa, but it's Dave Testa, and you just follow. All right, do you taxidermy Zerglings, Mr. Dave Testa? So, your streaming partner has asked you a question whether things are official, and I'm not sure what his question was.
I have no idea, but apparently I was drunk, and that would be why I have no recollection.
And now my name has been pinged. Hello, Get Crunk, or whatever you call him. I don't know. I don't know if that's just his channel name, and you know, he goes by something else. But anyway,
what we call him, you couldn't repeat on a professional TSL cast.
This is fair, but he's the guy that likes Ohio State, right?
Oh no, I'm the guy that likes Ohio State.
Okay, so I like him and I don't like you. Got it.
I mean, that's fair. I feel like that's been established.
Yeah, I mean, you're forcing me through this madness of uwu, of like a straight up anime cast. I'm not here for it. But
we are wooing you a favor, okay? And you woo are welcome.
That is, oh no. But anyway, now the Reaper gonna go in once again. Yeah. It got some great damage in game number 1. It was able to get a drone.
It did.
And actually, nope, it will not get it this time.
Drone saved. Oh, these Zerglings.
Stay on creep. Stay on creep. Stay on
There we
target.
go.
And he's gonna get out.
And he's able to escape. Fast moves there, Mr. Reaper.
Okay, so game number 1, we saw the mech play. He mech'd it happen. Game 2, I would argue that Lightshade is even better of a mech map than Romanticide is, because really once you're able to establish this position just kind of outside the natural, and if you take the vertical third, you pretty much own the other two bases on the map. This is one of those maps that players like Clem and Cure, who don't play mech, they play mech on.
Reaper run around the main, getting a pretty good scout here.
Oh.
He should be able to get out one more time.
Yep, it is not 3 minutes and 30 seconds. The Reaper still is allowed to exist on the map. Of course, once that ends, the Reaper by its lonesome, it becomes unaccompanied. It becomes unaccompanied minor, and police are looking for it. That could have been problematic. Anyway, the Reaper circling speed, it's no good. But now with the Hellions here, actually the Reaper does still serve a purpose, because of course when you send the Reaper forward, when you send the Reaper Hellions forward, you want the Reaper to tank the shots first, because of course the Reaper does regen and the Hellions, they don't. So when you send the Reaper forward first, it's nice. I mean, it keeps your little expeditionary force alive a little bit longer, allows you to maintain that map control. That means that the Zerg can't just, spam out units or spam out drones for all time with no worries whatsoever. Now the Reaper's going to go on in the main base, look for a scout here. And it will get surrounded. A nice micro, though. Nice micro there from uThermal. I mean, it's not really going to get him what he wants, but, I'm not sure that was worth it.
Got a few extra moments of life, I'm sure he enjoyed it. While he was panicked and running from Zerglings.
And now we have we have a Banshee on the way. Cloak is just about done. And this is Is Hive done? Or Lair is done. Shame on me, I was not paying attention. Lair is done at 4 minutes and 46 seconds in this game, but there we go. We see a Spire on the way. So, SortOf going for pretty much a two-base Muta-ish. Yeah, no, this is a two-base Muta build. I was so busy talking about Uwu and Reapers that I failed to mention the fact that, yeah, SortOf, he's going for two-base Muta this game, and that's actually pretty good. Again, actually, it isn't against what uThermal has decided to go for here. On the one hand, you get pretty easy detection, and you're only trying to defend 2 bases. On the other, you often have less queens, only 5 queens now instead of, say, 7 that one might normally see. And, well, you do have to get some damage done. But, that being said, Spire is about halfway done. We should see the Spire done by 6 minutes, which means Muta's in the base by 6:45.
We do have one problem, though, and that there's no vision. There are no spores in any of these mineral lines, and we've got 2 Cloak Banshees showing up at the third.
There is detection in the main base, but the main base is not the third, and yeah, these Banshees are going to town. In fact, they're maybe even going to city, they're going to capital, they're going to country, and 13 workers have died. More on the way. You never see Banshees get this amount of damage, and actually this is just, at the risk of doing that thing that casters aren't supposed to do where you call a game too early, if SortOf left this game right now, I would not believe. He has lost 22 more. He's lost over 22 workers. Is he going to lose 30 workers? Is he going to lose 30 workers to 2 Banshees? Okay, he's going to be at 26.
Only if you round up.
But now, of course, the Hellions are here. Okay, so there is one Zergling being a little bit annoying, but man, those Hellions had an opportunity to dive in that third base and just wreak havoc. Okay, 28 workers. And now the Mutas will be able to chase this down. Maybe one more worker. Yeah, no. Okay. Banshee's going to die. 28 workers for 2 Banshees. That is, I think, the most damage I've ever seen. Yeah.
Any day of the week.
And now the army of uThermal. He's wasting no time at all. Now he's going to get on top of here with this Marine tank push. And they're just not enough Mutas. How many Mutas are on the map? It's 9 Mutas, but that is a bunch of Marines. 1-1 is just about done. Now, Bainley's speed is done, so uThermal does have to be careful here. And it looks like he may have been a little bit too aggressive, but he will get a Muta for his troubles. Now we have the tank. It's going to siege up, and he owns this position between the natural and the third base. But, he has an opportunity for a flank, and that is exactly what he's going to do here. He says, look, I cannot let you get this position. I'm going to get around you. Can't go over you, can't go up, can't go under you, but I can go around you. I'm going to get the full flank on in here. But he's trading too many Mutas. uThermal's just doing such a good job of targeting all the Mutas down.
All right, he picks up, and he comes dropping it to the main. Is he going to get one more Muta? No, those transfuses really did help, and the red hit point Muta is getting pulled back. That's a pretty nice micro there, and the medivac does go down. Now we do have another full medivac coming in up towards the right-hand side here for uThermal. And it looks like it. Oh, nope. Never mind. Sort of decided to go around the other way. I was like, they might have intercepted it, but here we go. Muta's coming in, just poking a little bit here. Not getting too much done. We do have turrets up in the mineral lines. And these have not reached the scary levels of Mutas yet.
Oh, and actually the Mutas will be able to find one a missile turret that's trying to defend the production too, so that's really nice. And I mean, the Mutas, they have room to get damaged. There is no turret in the main
they
base.
didn't put one in the main base. Oh, and actually, there are a couple on the edges of the natural, but nothing in the mineral line either. So he does have to pull some Marines. They're able to force that away. Granted, on the other side, we've got to drop that. The medivac goes in, and 12, 14 more drones go down.
That, and the Mutas were move commanded over the main base, so I think 5 or 6 Mutas died to just a bunch of Marines in the main base. uThermal with the stim. 14 workers have died. Yeah, the drop's finally gonna get cleaned up, but ooh woo indeed. This is someone in chat saying this is solid damage. I know they were talking about a couple minutes ago, but nope. That is now the Mutas. They're trying to get in once again, but there's a missile turret, and it will get targeted down. But now Marines, they got 1-1. They have stim. They're totally fine. And you want to know why I think uThermal's gonna win this game? Well, I will tell you, it's actually decent Zerg being run by here, but everything is in position. Baileys are getting targeted down. Hey, and there we have it. uThermal, he's going to take it.
Oh,
anyway,
I was
what I
waiting
was
for
saying.